I'm grody. Bleh. Hi pretty geeks! So I wanted to show you guys why we are not filming in here anymore. If you remember, this is where we used to do a lot of our videos. Our light up there, completely burnt out, busted, don't know why. And it's been getting so dark so early that this little lamp here, the only lamp we got. That's a little harsh. It's a little harsh. A lot of things kind of stacked up and kind of extra crazy. So I ended up doing a lot of cleaning and DIY stuff today, and I was just generally a lot more active than I usually am. And even though I was planning on doing a huge skincare video, I think I'm gonna bump that down to a different day. Because I don't actually feel like doing a really long mask today. So I thought I would use this body mud called the Stripper on my face. Because even though it's not necessarily for your face, it's made for your body because it is pretty intense. I kind of like it on my face. And it works really, really quickly. It only takes, it's like says like 1 to 15 minutes. I like doing it on my whole body. You can only do it for a few minutes on the face. And most of the ones that I have are a couple, like 15 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. This one I'm definitely going to use tomorrow. I'm just not feeling it today, and obviously I am a Posh addict, and I get some flack for that sometimes because even though it's not the only thing I do use a lot of it. But I think that that's really just because my standards are really high, and I don't have any makeup or anything on today, so I'm going to dive right in. If you'll notice, if you look online to get the Stripper, and you'll notice that the packaging is a little bit different. It's actually because it is one of the Valentine's Day editions, which has a lot of extra chocolate in it. And I love it because it kind of stains the skin with like the scent of brownies. And I'm about that. I'm about smelling like a brownie. Da, 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 da. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about today, which I think I'll dive into with more detail later on this week, is a lot of the different skincare brands that I've tried lately. I've had a lot of misses. I've had a couple that are really good, but I've found some that just don't really meet the standards I have set. I really prefer things being vegan, and if not, then they have to be at least vegetarian, because I don't want no dead babies on my face. Like, that's weird to me. You know? So I'm just going to give this a couple minutes. And if you notice right in the beginning, I wet my face. Please don't put it on dry skin. It will burn so bad. I think one of the very first pictures that I put up on my Instagram, because I am fairly new to Instagram. I've only been on there about a year. It's kind of sad, but I first saw it being used regularly when I was doing study abroad, because previously I was never around other people my age, really, unless it's the guys, and the guys don't do that, you know. We are older than people kind of realize, I guess. And yeah, one of the first pictures we do, I actually did the stripper mask on Mr. J because he was like, oh, that one sounds pretty interesting. I was like, maybe we could try a different one. He was like, no, stripper sounds sexy. And I said, okay, but you know, it's not super gentle. And oh yeah, we didn't even finish applying it to his whole face because he was like, it tingles, and by tingles it burns, and then all of a sudden it was like it was burning and burning and burning. He was not really a fan of that. So what are some of the other masks we've tried lately? I've done this guy, which is interesting, Palmetto Dream. I'm really on the fence with this because it works really well. Like, it's really nice. It's even got the cruelty-free bunny, all about that. It smells so gross though, and it kind of has like a lingering scent that it absolutely drives me bonkers. I cannot freaking stand it. It reminds me of when a few years ago I worked at a GNC because I was thinking that somehow it would, you know, prolong my life or stave off my illness if I could manage to take like all of the supplements, all of them, like anything that I thought sounded like it might work. All right, it's dry already in most areas, so those areas I'm actually gonna re-wet. So I took like basically any supplements that would play well together, that I thought would work for my situation and my condition I was taking, and I was working out a ton. I mean, I was sweating a lot before it became so tough for me to walk and such. So I was in the gym a lot, sweating up all that junk, and you know what? I smelled so weird and herbally, and that's what it reminds me of. Like, it probably has to do with the herbs that are in it, especially saw palmetto. But it's rough. Like, it's a lot to deal with, and I can't deal. Like, I've tried it a couple times, like off and on, and it's not really my jam, which is unfortunate because it does work so well, which is kind of the problem with natural skincare. Sometimes they don't work as well as like the ingredients are touted to. Ugh. Alright, and oh, ooh, that's an interesting look. I like it. Noisy, so noisy. So, yeah, little advice though, if you use the stripper on your own, do it in the bathtub. Usually the only place that I do use it is in the bathtub, but I wasn't exactly gonna take y'all in the tub with me. It ain't that kind of channel. Oh, wow. Okay, so a little bit of redness, a little bit of irritation, but you saw we only had it on for about 5 minutes, and that's really all this one needs, especially for the face. When I put it on my body, sometimes I leave it on for a lot longer, unless I have little demons popping up in my skin. Then I'll put it on for a little bit longer. And I talked about this earlier on Instagram, and I thought I'd show you guys too. This is Whole Lava Love. It is a volcanic ash exfoliator, and it uses sugar beads, charcoal powder, and volcanic ash in a peppermint base. And it's a really deep exfoliator, and we're just going full bore with the dirty cleaners today because I'm grimy. I know I still have to shower. I'm really tempted to wait until morning because I don't want to, and I know I'm not done yet. I still have oh my god, I have a shit ton left to do. I honestly do. But I'm still redoing my beauty room, but I've got it almost completely emptied out because it has a lot of non-beauty room things in it, which is a little bit irritating. But I put them there. Well, I put some of them there. That was gross. I know. I'm not even sorry. Da 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 da. Wash, wash, wash. Alright, BRB. Okay. That part is just gonna be a little bit loud otherwise, because I like to splash water on my face. This is one non-Posh brand that I've been really liking. The EB5 eye treatment. It's actually super duper moisturizing, and I really liked it for my eye area in particular, because some of my meds have been really nasty to my eyes, and I hate the chapped eye feeling. So I've just recently started using an strictly eye cream product. I've been using the Impish Eyes for quite a while, and I still use that throughout the day, and I never do my makeup without it. Oh, and this one is the 9-Day Natural Moisturizer. But I wanted something a little extra lush and made specifically for the eyes, and even though there are Posh versions, I got sent that little jar in one of my sub boxes, and I fell in love with it, and yeah, just haven't stopped using it really. Okay, so we're clean, we're detoxified, and yep, that's all I got. Oh, so have a great night, have a great week, have a great month.